School, on Friday, May 14th, all the seniors and juniors got to witness a drunk driving crash.
They do this crash scene to show what a real crash is like and how dangerous and serious it is.
They started out in the parking lot with 2 wrecked cars, and it was scary to see how quickly things elevated.
The police came in almost immediately, and a helicopter came in at one point to pick up a heavily injured person.
We also got to see another perspective of what the situation is like behind the scenes of the medical site, with the patient being so injured they passed in the hospital bed.
And one more perspective in the courtroom where the drunk driver got sentenced.
This all goes to show how dangerous drunk driving is, with the worst case scenario being death.
Let's play mountain climbing adventure. Let's go for it! Gloves. Check. Hat. Check. Underwear. Check. Okay, Patrick, climb up there and secure this rope. You got it! Patrick, you're going too high.
I hope they put some air holes in that box.
Take it easy, Patrick. You're going to help me. Oh, take it easy when I'm dead. I'm shaking hands with Neptune. Whoa, Excelsior!
Where's that remote?
I am the Lizard King. Whoa, Patrick, I think we should keep our voices down. I don't have any. What? I said I think we should keep our voices down in case of happening. What should we keep down?
Morons.
Our voices!
Are you two? Shut up!
Hold me! Hang in there, buddy. The chopper's in the way. SpongeBob, my legs are probably sore. You'll have to cut them off the side. No, Patrick, I can't do that. Why not? Because I already cut my own arms. No! Oh.
Welcome to the last episode of the year from ZBN. Graduation is coming up fast. Due to COVID, there will be some safety precautions taken during the event. Each graduate is allowed to have an unlimited amount of people attending the event so far. A baccalaureate will be held at 6 p.m. Then graduation will be held at 7 p.m. Gates are expected to open around 6:30. Seniors and their guests will be attending outside on the football field. As of right now, there are ticket guidelines and all spectators will be welcome. But these conditions are subject to change as we get closer to graduation. Have fun and stay safe, RHS. From ZBN, Healy Ferguson.
Hello and welcome to this year's sports segment. Since this will be our last, we're going to be doing an overview of the entire year of sports. First off, we have the football team, which didn't have much luck this year with no wins, but will hopefully have better luck next year. The boys and girls soccer teams both had a 3-way tie for TRC champions this year. The volleyball team had a good season with 17 wins and 8 losses. The girls varsity basketball team had a good season with 12 wins, and the boys varsity basketball team had also a good season with 18 wins. Swimming had a good season this year, and will hopefully have the same luck next year. Wrestling had a good season too, with 6 students making it to semi-state and it qualified for state next year. Baseball has had a good season so far, and will hopefully have a good rest of the season. That's all for sports this year. See you next year.
Mrs. Horn has impacted my life in a positive way at RHS. She is really nice, hardworking, and loving. All year I would come to the office to bother her, ask her for help, or rant to her, and she always listened to me even though she was super busy. Sometimes, well, all the time, she would laugh at me. She helped me get through this crazy COVID senior year. She made my senior year the best it could be, and I appreciate her very much. Thank you, Mrs. Horn, from your absolute fave, better known as Mercedes Brown. Aw, Sadie. I'll miss you so much next year. Don't forget to come back and visit us.
Mr. Screet, thank you for being such a great teacher over the past 2 years. Even though I always complained about doing math all the time, your class was one I looked forward to every day. I definitely would not have taken calculus if you weren't the teacher. I don't know what I'm going to do once I have to take a college math class. I am so grateful you were so adaptable to virtual learning because of the pandemic, as I know a lot of teachers wouldn't put in the same effort. Virtual classes do not bode well for me, but Zooming in your class felt like being back in the classroom, and I look forward to it daily. I admit it is much better being in person rather than online, but your class made it bearable. Even though I always had something to say when you passed out the review packets that were 10 pages thick, I really did appreciate the time you take to make sure each student understood and can do the problem. Thanks for being a great teacher. Best wishes, Eleanor Shank. Hey Eleanor, good luck at Ball State University, and you'll do fine in college mathematics. If you ever need any help, you know where to look.
All right, Coach Gard, I cannot begin to thank you enough for the impact you have had on me throughout my middle school and high school years. I would first like to thank you for always pushing me to be the best version of myself at all times, from the wrestling mat, football field, the classroom, and just life in general. The lessons and character traits that I have been able to learn from you will go on with me for the rest of my life, from how to set goals, how to be a hard worker, how to always do what's right no matter what, how to be a good human being, and many more life lessons which I won't ever forget. I'm glad to have been coached by someone who cares so much about the success of his athletes. From always checking grades to ensure we were always on top of our work, ensuring that we were getting lifts in every week even when we weren't in season. I would have never thought that a short, chubby, 200-pound middle schooler would be where I'm at in my life today without great coaching along the way. I'm proud to say that that chubby little middle schooler was able to become a 2-year varsity captain and semi-state qualifier. This is a tribute to what a great coach you are, and I again thank you for your determination and dedication to the betterment of not just me, but every single wrestler that has come through and will come through Rochester. One of the greatest decisions I ever made was starting wrestling back in 7th grade, and I'm glad to have been coached by the best coach out there. Thank you so much for everything, Coach, and I hope to use what I have learned from you in the next phases of my life. Sincerely, Noah Swingo. Well, first of all, I'm surprised I made it through that without crying, but thank you, Noah, that I will keep this in my folder that I have where I keep things like this, and I'll always keep it with me. This is better than any gift that anybody could ever give me for wrestling. Thank you.